Hey guys, so it's Mandy. I've been away for a little bit. Yeah, you know why. You definitely know why. Things that have happened in the news have not happened for the first time ever this year. Like, it's just not. So I think it's just important for people to kind of recognize how long change can take, and also what actions actually need to come out of this. Because I think people are like, yeah, let's do this, and you're just like, companies are like, yeah, Black Lives Matter. We're gonna make sure we spotlight this person. We're gonna make sure we do this. But you're like, what like policies are you gonna make? What policies are you gonna make? Company policies that you're actually gonna have to stick to, and that people are actually gonna have to follow, and actually gonna have repercussions if they don't follow. Like, that's what I want to know. Those are the only things that really make like actual big change, long lasting change. Because this, so it's positive to see change happen, but it doesn't happen overnight, especially things that are like systemic or deeply ingrained. It's not gonna happen overnight. So it's very much like, okay, in a year from now, what are our goals? In 2 years from now, what are the goals? Anyway, let me get onto the makeup. It would be a whole rant video. A whole rant. So yeah. Alright, so today I am going to go in with the NYX Hydro Touch primer, give it a little thing. But yeah, no, it's just, I don't know, I struggled because I think I was meant to do a video the same week everything had kind of kicked off, and that was meant to be like, oh yeah, this is like consistently trying to post on a Sunday like, hey, this is the thing and I'm gonna stick to this. But that had me like, I was crying myself to sleep because it was just so heartbreaking. My niece just came in and wanted to play with balloons, so it might have moved a little bit, but it's cool. Yeah, so I was saying that it's about putting actual policies in place, and actually, like, my company that I work for has a mentorship process where it's for people with black and minority ethnicities, which yeah. I think about minorities, but it's cool because I came from a country, Barbados, where we're not minorities. So like, for me to think of myself as a minority, it still doesn't quite translate for me, but I know what they mean. Here, there's less black people. There's only 13% of black people registered in England. So, okay, that's fair enough. There's less of us. But yeah, they have like actual mentorship opportunities where you're connected with other people higher up in the organization, which kind of help you to get further in your goals. And you really have to look at their kind of their status quo and what are they actually doing on a basic level to make sure that things like that aren't happening, and that people really are getting treated fairly. And also, in terms of like policies, the government is very much a governmental thing as well. So I work with, we have to get trained in terms of kind of like restrictive practices, and basically what that means is that sometimes you might need to, it's not the nicest word, but it's like restraints and holds, and it's more to protect the children from hurting themselves or to protect them from hurting others as well. But at the very basic level, the thing that really struck me was how were these policemen trained? What, at the very basic level, how were they trained? The first thing that they came in to do, how were they shown to restrain people? Because one of the first things I learned, but the first thing was not to put someone in a prone position, which is basically them lying on the floor, either face down or upwards, and not putting any pressure on their chest. Like, that was the first thing. And then they hit it home with talking about a child who had actually been restrained and how he had got injured from that, and how it causes PTSD, and just all the horrible things about it, and the fact that they had to make a whole campaign about along the lines of not kind of of people practicing kind of just some kind of like stepping back, like not using the full amount of force, like just a little bit less. Like you don't need to put your full body weight on someone. You don't need to kind of go all ham in, because the human body is an incredible thing, but it also is a very fragile thing. So it's very much understanding about where you could hurt and what you could hurt, and also making sure the person gets checked over after like restraints and recording stuff. So for me to see that they had him like that, I was just like, but sure, that must go against everything that you've been trained to do. Like I don't understand that. Obviously police are different to what we have to do, because ours is dealing with children, and obviously the children will not have guns and different things on them. But did any of the people who got restrained had a gun on them? Just saying. It needs to be the most important step, is retraining everyone. Like there's no need. No need. You should not be having this amount of thing. And then and I know England is different, but it's been a strange place. Recently. This is the Enrobe Revolution Pro. No, I don't think it's quite the color I want it to be, but you know, because I was like, everyone was like, yeah, it's like Mocha Mummy, and I'm like, okay, let me try it, but it's not quite as, you know, yeah, it's just not quite as thing as I thought it was gonna be. But yeah, it's not an every black owned product thing. I'm just using the products that I have right now. That's all I got. That's what I have on hand. But it was just more about what we're talking about, and just trying to really break it down. And yeah, and I also encourage people, any people of color or people who are already working in the policy and campaigning sector, to people who are younger people who are thinking of like, what jobs and careers can I do, like looking at policies and campaigns, like and how policy and getting policy into government, and how you can really kind of campaign and just raise awareness, and then help them to pass laws that make it illegal, and actually challenges what people can do legally. Because at the end of the day, people will push what they can get away with until there's a law. And even when there's a law, people still push it, but at least there's something to say, like, okay, this was a law, you didn't follow it, and now there's repercussions. Because yeah, people only really respond to that kind of stuff. But yeah, so that's what I'm thinking, guys. That's what I'm thinking. Okay. So yeah, so basically, so far it's very much about, and also I think it's important to educate yourself. And yeah, I'm not gonna be a person who's like, yeah, no, I know everything, guys, you should do this and you should do that. As much as I've said like these couple of things, these are just the bits I know about. And there's so much to know. There's so many things that I didn't know about, like the whole thing in England where they pulled down the Winston Churchill statue, and I was like, why Winston Churchill? And then when the whole history was revealed, I was like, I never learned about this. Winston Churchill was always the guy who, like, you know, saved the war. He was amazing. And then you're just like, we need a balanced perspective on history, and very balanced, in fact, in terms of, oh, Christopher Columbus discovered the Caribbean, or oh, they saved, yeah, no, like the things I learned when I was in Barbados was about the original people and how they lived. And when we learned about slavery, because that was part of my curriculum, that was like, we were in, I think, second or third form, and my history teacher was, shout out Mr. Toppins, he was amazing, and he actually made us like group together, and he made us all like stand together, and like to really emphasize this would have been what being a slave on a ship would have been like there was no, and you would have had like all the shackles on and stuff like that, and just really emphasizing what life would have been like. And I think that's important. Like, you need to know where you've come from and what kind of struggles you face in order to avoid them happening again. Like, then we just kind of repeat the same crap over and over again. Like, But the same stuff happened in the media. Like, you just keep on doing it. They just keep on doing it over and over again. So, but yeah. But definitely, I don't know, everyone's acting as though England has been immune from any racism. And I'm like, yeah, tell a lie. Because in my school, people were nice. But there was definitely an incident when I was on a school bus back home, and then this guy he basically called one of my friends the N-word, and then was just really abusive towards her. And even though the school at the time was saying, oh yes, we have a zero tolerance on bullying and racism, what did they do? We still saw my man next day coming in, and all it was that he really got was kind of a pat on the back, and maybe like he had to sit at the front of the bus. That was about it really. The espresso matchsticks. Basically, I have a Pat McGrath lip liner, but I can't find my sharpener. I always do stuff. Like, I literally can never find anything. So I'm using the Fenty Espresso matchsticks, which works as an amazing like dark brown lip liner that lasts for ages, and it is, because of like the cream to powder formula, it just glides on like butter. Can't even feel it, man. Can't even feel it. See? It's beautiful. And that's what I put around the perimeter of my face earlier. Yeah, that was like when I first tried this was like my very first. Has come off the bottom, but I think it's sepia, which is like a lovely, it's really nice like nude. Finally I found my perfect nude. It took ages. Every time I tried on a nude, it was like, oh, that looks cute on a lighter skin tone. That looks cute on a slightly lighter person who is not a Fenty 450. It suits you, but like, where's my nude? So yeah. Right now this is my perfect nude, and I'm looking for when this one runs out. I was looking at because I'm trying not to go too overboard on buying lipsticks and lip glosses when I've only got one face. And right now, with the mask situation, put lip gloss on underneath my mask, because on the way to work I'm like, I wanna have lip gloss. I like lip gloss. I need to use my lip gloss, and then I've just got like all the lip gloss on the inside of the mask. But for the times I take off the mask, and then you have a little bit of color, just still there, lingering. But let me know if you guys want like a quarantine mask makeup. I might do that, because your girl still wants to look cute. She's still been trying. So it's more of a like an eye focus. And speaking of eyes, I have not done anything with my brows. Every other YouTuber is like, brows first, frame my face, let me get this, and I'm like, brows. Not really, but it's more like I usually get my brows waxed and like just done, and then I'll just kind of leave them or put brow gel on them. So for me, it's very strange for me to actually have to do my brows now. So I cannot wait to get my brows done again. Like, it's been too long. I can't take it. Ooh, so I'm using the Benefit Goof Proof Brow Pencil. Now Benefit. While we're in the subject, y'all need to. I cannot believe it took you guys as long as it did to make a dark brown bronzer. Ridiculous. I cannot. Hula Toasted literally only came in the last 2 years. Like, dude, the longest time I actually wanted to try bronzers, and I always went over there and I was like, oh, maybe this, and I was like, so no, it's more like a highlight powder or basically my skin tone. No, not even my skin tone. A setting powder. I could use that as a setting powder, that Hula bronzer before. So, like, guys, come on. And you can go deeper on the bronzers. Like, come on, look to Revolution right now. They're coming out with some deep dark bronzers, and the girls are loving it. And it's £8, and the girls will spend more on bronzer. Wow. out some deeper dark stuff and don't make it, and just make it part of like an everyday thing. Like, okay, deep dark foundation, deep dark this, and not just like, oh, we're gonna have a deep dark bronzer but then not have deep dark anything else, or a deep dark blush, or because when you're not having that, then people are like, what's the point of me investing any money in this brand when they're not for me. Not for me. They're not standing for anything. They clearly don't care that much about anyone deeper than this shade. So I'll just spend my money. Spend your money at Fenty. Spend your money at Pat McGrath. Spend your money at Mented, Marina Beauty, Ace Beauty. Is it Ace Beauty? No, it's not Ace Beauty. Marina Beauty, Danessa Myricks. All at these latter brands are ones I've been looking up and actually trying to figure out like which one I'd like, or even there was this new girl, I'll link her down below, where I was looking and Too Much Mouth mentioned her and I was like, ooh, that a fellow Too Much Mouth, fellow Caribbean girl, wrap it up. But yeah, but I don't know, just do better. Basically, that's all I'm trying to say this whole video. Do better. Make yourself better. Make yourself inclusive. Just that should just be a standard. I don't understand. I just don't get it. I don't understand why you wouldn't want to make yourself inclusive. You get more money that way. You will always make more money that way. More people can buy your stuff. When people do videos, more people can be like, oh, they've got my shade in that. I might actually like go ahead and do something with it. I don't know about brows today. Brows are looking like a struggle. Cause I'm gonna freehand this, and I don't know. Guys, I don't know. I don't think we're gonna do it today. I don't. Oh Lord. Wow. Chat. Brows are not the thing. Brows are not my forte. Brows are just not my thing at all. Like I love a good base. I love a good eye. But brows. You defeat me every time. But nah, it's cool. I'm gonna do better. I'm gonna practice until I get it perfect. And then watch some Jackie Anna. Dash, Wayne Goss. Just watch some different people, you know? Mix up the cultures of people you like watch the videos, and you don't have to mention your skin color and be like, I'm white but I watch your videos, or I'm black and I'm not Chinese but I watch your videos. Like just watch it. Just watch it. Like I love Link KT. Like she's funny. She's really sweet, and she's really like bubbly and stuff like that. Do I feel the need to comment that I'm black and that I can't use some of the stuff she uses? Just watch it. Just watch it. Just subscribe. Just like it. Just comment. And then go and find your own stuff that fits you, and use the eyeliner, use the mascara, use the stuff that is a bit more universal. You're good. You good to go. Yeah. So I'm using the Maybelline. Look, I didn't really say all the products I'm using. I'll put them in the box below. It's fine if you're really interested. If you're really interested. But yeah. Because I think my lashes are pretty good, so I don't think it's worth spending loads of money on mascaras. I think the Bad Gal mascara really like lengthens and separates them out, but would I repeatedly spend £20 on it? 24, whatever that costs? No, just no. There is no need. It is just black liquid inside a thing. Like, bro, they're not gonna focus on actually trying to like. I think lash serums. I think putting like black castor oil on your lashes. I think actually putting stuff that helps with the health of your lashes and like biotin and stuff like that. I think actually looking at the science of things will help you, but just putting on stuff isn't really. I'm buying expensive stuff isn't really gonna do anything particularly. I say this, but I also have some expensive stuff. We move. We move. I'm a Gemini, you know. Got two minds. Got two minds of like. I'm also like, but I also like it, and it's also your money, so you know, you spend it how you want to spend it, and do your thing. And was that not the same person talking about a Tom Ford eyeliner? Do we need a £46 eyeliner? No, not really. Okay. And also, I need to learn how to. I really want to learn how to put on like fake lashes. Like everyone is always like adding these like super fluttery lashes, and I'm like, oh, this looks so pretty. But also, I don't like. I can just about putting contacts in my eyes, and I don't like the idea of having glue on my eye, like glue, actual glue that holds near your eye. As much as people don't think that, oh yeah, it doesn't go into your eye, dude, it's right. It's on your eyelid. When you spray stuff, you spray it. Sometimes people spray it with their eyes closed, and then you open it, and then the liquid's meant to go into your eye. If that works, how do you think the glue works, bro? Do you think the glue doesn't go into your eye? The same how the eyeshadow and all this stuff, you gotta be like careful around it. Gotta be careful there too. I'm not going too hard today, so it doesn't need to be like super lashed out. But actually, that one was quite super lashed out. Okay. What I did forget to do was I forgot to set my concealer, so I'm gonna have to go back in with a bit more concealer because now it's creased. Ugh. The kitten name in their mouth, not a gag. And I put way too much back on. Okay, this literally just needed a dot. Oh, Amanda, why you do this? Why you do this? Put way too much on this side. Wow. The girls are like, no, girl, why you do that? Why you trying to draw me out like that? Let me just powder. Give me a second. Okay, that's all set. Good to go, good to go. I'm just gonna run the brush that had like foundation and everything on. Look, I don't have that many brushes to be like, yeah guys, I got a separate brush for this, separate brush for that. I can't. Again, my other brushes are like locked away and I can't get to them right now, so we move. We move, we use what we got. So I'm just gonna like blend it in and kind of take away some of the cakiness from it as well. And then I'm gonna finish up because I love finishing spray. I need to get. I've got my Queen of Hungary mist from that name, yeah. Oh god, Lord, these get so dirty so quickly. It's like a shiny, reflective thing. Ugh. YouTuber hands, don't mind the nails. I'm gonna redo those. But yeah. Also, it's not full size. I didn't buy this at full price. Who please has the money? Girl, no. I got this as part of like a beauty bag where it had like all these cute little samples. Cult Beauty do great starter kits, great bags. Like their curated collections are always top notch. So just gonna spray this on. I kind of like it to smell amazing, but are we spending the price on it? I don't know. Okay. Makeup's happy with me, makeup rant because I needed this in order to get back into filming because it was a struggle. But yeah, tell me about what you think would actually be useful and actual like progressive kind of actions in the comments below, and also like and subscribe. Coming back. Nice to have you. Thanks for watching. See ya.